You know, those who miss it, those will give them the opportunity because we're recording it. So I'm gonna share my screen onto my Webull, right? This is how I have my Webull set up. It's very simple. I just click on a contract right here. I would just click on a contract. Excuse me, not that. I would just click on a contract here, and all I have to do is buy whatever I need to buy. Yeah. And then once I get in there, I sell. Right? Whatever I get in there, I just sell. In, out, in, out, in, out. Right?
Mm-hmm.
And
Yo, how do you get your Webull like that, bro? I'm sorry.
No. I'm getting there. I just want to show you guys how I trade. Right? And then I automatically have my stop loss around here. So if my trade is losing at a 10%, automatically I'm out the trade. Out the trade, no questions asked. I have to accept it. That's how it is. Right? So now that you guys see how simple my setup is, I'm going to share with you guys how to create it. If you do not have Webull desktop yet, you can get it. Go to webull.com and it's going to say download desktop version. Right? And then you should have little downloads and you should have it on the app right here. Webull desktop app. And then once you have that created, I'm assuming everybody's there except for Chris, right? Because he's at work right now. You're going to go to customized, right? Once you go to customized, it should look like a blank layout right there. Blank layout.
My screen is white and yours is dark.
Oh, don't worry about that. That's normal. That's my preference. You can go to settings. You can go to settings and choose the screen. Right? That's a preference. So it's not a huge deal.
It says create your own layouts.
Right here. See, mine is white now. It's totally normal.
You can start creating your own layout on a blank board.
Okay. Yes, guys, please listen to me. I don't want to get derailed, guys. We go to customize again.
Customized.
Okay, why is it not responding?
Same here.
All right, what's happening? Give me a sec. Okay, sorry about that. It wasn't responding for a sec. There was a lag with the Zoom. Can you see my screen now, guys?
Yeah.
Okay, great. Excellent. So now that we go to, we have everything downloaded. Everything is great. We're going to go to customize and we should have this blank layout. Yes?
Mine looks customized.
Okay.
Okay.
Right? Just follow me here real quick. Go to customize, and once you go to customize, you're going to see something called add widgets. It's right here on the left right hand corner. Add widgets. Once you click add widgets, we're gonna have the charts first. You're gonna click the charts. Boom, you should have this big box that can come up right here. Right? There's a chart right here. I want you guys to make it smaller. Make it smaller, right? Like this small, this tad small. This is fine, right? Like that. We're gonna go to add widgets again, and we're gonna add another chart. And we're gonna make it smaller again. Right? Just like that. Make it maybe a little bit bigger, right? Let me move this Zoom chat. A little bigger, right? Just like that, so we can see a little bit clearer. And then we're gonna add another chart so we can have 3 charts. So we can have multiple time frames. Okay? We're gonna go make that a little bit smaller. Just where it fits perfectly to all 3 at the top. So you should have a nice clean chart setup. If you can make this a little bigger, just to see everything. Anybody have a question so far?
I'm lost.
Where are you lost at?
Because when I tried to add the widgets, my screen froze.
Okay, that's not being lost. Your screen froze. So that has something to do with the connection, right?
can I have a copy of this recording?
Absolutely, we're recording right now.
Thank you.
You're very welcome. Right? So once we have that, we have 3 screens now. We have the chart set up. We can go to any time frame we need to. Right? We can go to SPY, and it's going to show us certain time frames here, right there. Make this a little bigger so we can see the time frame.
Mm.
Right? We're going to go to the time frame right there. You can go to 1 minute. You can go to 3 months, 6 months, year to date, any time frame you want. And you have 3 of those. Okay? After you have that, you're going to add another widget. This widget, you're going to go to trade, and you're going to go to options, excuse me, not trade, we're going to options chain. There's the options chain, stocks, general. Right, we're going to options right here. Boom. This is where we buy the options chain. This is where we're going to buy the contract, whether it's calls or puts, right? The option chains. And we're going to put that just right below the chart. This is how I have my own layout. You can have it wherever you want, but I want to show you guys the foundation of how I create my charts. Right there. I have everything right here. Everything right here. Right? Just this big should be fine. Okay? Both calls or puts. The expiration date, March 22nd, March 23rd. We're looking at SPY right now. Right? And then we're going to go to add widget again. And we're now going to put the trade, which is the active trade. This is extremely important. This is the active trade. We're going to click that. Where are you? There you are. Active trade, right? We can make this small and we can adjust it, which I will do right after I set it perfectly right here. Make it small, just like that. Right? Make sense so far?
Yeah.
Good. Right? This is what we want. Right here, I can see everything now. Right here, perfectly. Everything fits. So I have my 3 charts, I have my option chain, and all I have to do is click a button. Now we want to simplify this. Simplify this, right? What we're going to do is we're going to go to active trade settings. You can see right here, we have general setting. We're going to leave that on click. This stocks right here, place order stocks, we're going to uncheck everything because we are not trading stocks. We're trading options. So what I like to do is buy ask and sell bid. And automatically, I want to have a stop loss check. This is preference up to you depending on how much tolerance you have in the market. I like 10% stop loss. If you want to take profit at 20% every time, you can check on that. However, I like to manage my own trade, so I leave that unchecked and just leave my stop loss open. A check, excuse me. Right? Quantity, I leave alone checked. Order confirmation, I leave unchecked. Cancel all current stocks, I leave that checked. The rest, I leave it checked. Close is checked, and working orders is checked. Position is checked, and I leave everything the way they are.
Mm.
Right? Done, and I press done. So now if I want 10 contract, I can just put it here. 10 contract right there. And this number changes to buy 10, sell 10 bid. No questions asked. I just buy 10, sell 10. If I just want 1, that's fine too. Right there, changes to 1. Make sense?
Yep.
Mm.
Good. So it's quick in and out. I'm pressing one button. And then on the add widget, I want to have orders. So I go to trade and I see stocks. Nope. I go to trade, quotes, where's the orders at? Times order books, nope. Trade. I go to position. I go to orders right here, excuse me. I go to orders. This is where I see where I'm getting filled and everything. How much I have, how much what is going on. So I like to see it by going here. By putting this right there. Right? We can make that smaller. It fits perfectly right there. Right? This is where you see, is it failed? Is it canceled? And what's pending? What's partially? What's failed? All that stuff. What's working in orders. Right? And then I want you to add another widget. And this is called positions. This is where you find your P&Ls. Right? This is where you see how much you're making, how much you're up, and you're going to click that. Boom. The quantity, market value, open P&L. This is where you see everything. Now that you see everything is big and there's no space, I want you to drag it like this and put it next to the order, and they should be combined together. Look, they're going to combine. There it is. Boom. See that? They all became in one box. And you can just re-click this. How much orders I have? Now I have position and I see my P&L and losses. Right there, open P&L if I'm in a trade. You guys see that?
Yep.
Anyone that doesn't make sense so far before I continue forward? Okay, great. So now the important part is setting it as a group. What does that mean? The first chart has to always be set with group 1.
Right.
Along with the options chain has to be set with group 1. Along with the active trade needs to be set with group 1. Why is this? Because if I have this in group 1 and this is in group 2, look what happened. I say, guys, instead of SPY, let's go choose QQQ. So I put QQQ here. What happened? Instead of you saying, yo, I'm going to get into QQQ, instead, the options change never changed to QQQ. It's still in SPY. You guys see what I did there?
Yep.
Right? So now if you click this, you're not buying QQ. Oh, well, this is in group 1. So let's say this is in group 3, right? So if I click this, you're not buying the QQQ, you're buying the SPY. If I set this in group 2, you're buying the SPY right there instead of the QQQ. So what you want to do is the first chart, the option chain, and the active trade need to be in group 1. Right? And this right here needs to be in group 2, and this right here needs to be in group 3. This one you can leave alone. So everything is matched. If you say, I want NVIDIA puts, all you have to do is everything changes. Now you're in your options chain, and all you have to do is click the options contract that you want. Once I say, yo, I want NVIDIA 265, boom, it changes here, buy 75. Boom, boom, yeah, I'm making money. Now I sell 75, in and out. Automatically, my stop loss is set with it.
Carl, I have one question. I'm sorry.
Talk to me.
How did you see it says NVIDIA and it says options? How did you make that an options, not a chart?
Where do you see that at?
Your bottom left-hand corner, right? It says NVIDIA options. The
Uh,
single, 30, both, calls, puts.
right
How
here?
did you make that one section? Yeah, how did you make that one section options only?
You have to add widget.
Okay, and which
When you
widget is
go-
that? I'm sorry.
And when you go to widget, you're gonna go to say you're gonna go to quote and you're gonna put options, and it's gonna give you the options chain.
Thank you, sir. That's
Yeah, no problem,
appreciate
brother.
it.
Yep, you got it. Right? So everything changes. The seg of group 1, the options chain, and the active trade need to all be in the same group. And this right here, you need to set in group 2, and you're gonna put NVIDIA right here. Oops, I moved it by accident, sorry. I don't want to move that. You're gonna go to NVIDIA, and this is where you look at the chart. Because on this chart is not gonna be a NVIDIA chart. You guys can see 5.39, 9.50. So it's gonna be, instead of the real chart like 264 like NVIDIA, it's gonna show the options chain the way it's playing. So right here, it's gonna say this is where your entry, your stop loss is right here, and now your play is playing the way it's supposed to be. Right? So you have to have multiple charts. And this right here is option set 3. So if you don't want to look at NVIDIA and you say, I want to look at SPY, I can look at SPY here. Oops. I can look at SPY here. You guys see that? I have NVIDIA and then I have SPY. And if I click this, it won't change. Why? Because they're different groups. Makes
So,
sense?
Carlos, question for you.
Yes.
So, I know the way that you set it up or whatever, originally when me and Tyrell was going back and forth, do you think with having the charts, like that's much better than having like a watch list to the side, like to the left?
Oh, I don't have that watch list, brother. The way it
Okay.
is you see now is the way
Okay,
I
that's
see
how
it.
you have it. Yeah.
Yeah,
Because
the-
originally, like mine is set up very similar to this, other than having a watch list on the left.
Right. No, I don't have that. I have 3 charts.
Right.
I need to see what the high quality setups are.
Right. And then
from
base
there,
your charts. Okay.
And I mean, I set yours up, right? So we have all pretty much the same,
Yes. Yeah. It's very similar.
right? And I don't have both on mine. I have one calls or puts, so I don't get confused. And this is one little trick about Webull that I dislike. So you guys see this right here? Some of you guys are like, why is there so much extra stuff? If you go to bid and you click on the options chain, look what's gonna pop up. This is gonna pop up, and you're like, yo, what is this? What is going on here? I'm placing order, is not placing. So what you do is you take this out. If you want to avoid that, I want you guys, instead of clicking at bid, click at mid. If you click at mid, you're not gonna have that problem, and you're not gonna have the extra screen. So I want 690, you're not gonna click at 690, you're gonna click at the mid section right here. And you're not gonna get that screen and no issue right here. So once you wanna buy that contract, you click around the mid area and you just say buy 75, which I
All
have.
right. So, Carlos, you see how like when you take where the active trade is and you put your mouse on the buy and sell,
Mhm.
see how it says limit price.
Yeah.
So on my particular screen, just like I was having problems with when I go to the buy and sell, mine just shows not available.
Did you set it as a group? Like it's the same group?
Yeah, I've got it in group one, like you said.
That's interesting.
Which I've got two different layouts, but like I said, mine, like from the first time it was set up versus now, it's just when I put the mouse on buy or sell, it just says not available. And I have the same things checked that you went over, so I don't understand why it's not
We
still
gotta
working.
we gotta figure something out with that because
Okay.
that's not supposed to happen. I think you have to upgrade your Webull. You can do that by going to Webull.com and it's gonna say upgrade.
Well, actually, there was actually a software update. I
Yeah,
think
exactly.
yesterday.
Yeah.
Right, I did that yesterday.
Okay. Okay. That should not be an issue. That should be an easy fix, right? So now once you have your layout, everything clean, it should be as simple as that. You have your set of groups. There should be no conflict. You know we're not supposed to click here because an extra screen of order entry comes up. So we're gonna click around the mid. That's the little trick there. And then now that you have it set up, all you have to do is save layout, right? Save customized layout. And you can I will name this as Carl's main trading setup. Carl's main trading set. You can't put more than that. Carl trading set, let's say 1. Right there. Because you can't add, I don't know why it won't let me add any more names, but it's okay. Name, letters, number, or space. Okay. Carl main trading 1. Okay. There you go. Now everything is saved. So if everything ever gets deleted, right? I can only go here. I can go here. Right there, Carl main trading 1. And I just click that. And automatically I will have that chart. Right there. There it is. No problem. You guys see what I did there?
I named mine spot layout.
But this right here, extremely simple, brother. I don't have to uncheck anything. There's no issue with anything. It's just in and out. I'm literally in and out the market. In and out. I have my stop loss set at 10%. Automatically helps me. I'm not nervous in the play because I know that if worst case scenario, I'll get triggered out. Right? I have my working, I have my field, I have my position, how much money I'm making. Pretty simple. Any